toggle away from that at times is impossible. That's why like everyone's head picks up when someone says something offensive, because you've been triggered to pay attention to that. So if you are trying to read and you are listening to music with lyrics, you are going to have a lot of trouble reading. If you are trying to write and someone else is talking in your space and you know them to an extent that you might be interested in what they have to say, which you all know each other well enough to be distracted by that, you're not going to be able to resist paying attention to that in some capacity. This will be different when you are like sort of poofed out into the world and you might go to a cafe and not give anything about the people around you. Then you can tune them out, but for now your brains are tied to each other. So I think what I'm gonna say is I kind of like the 3 strikes you're out. So what I'm gonna say is during our designated quiet periods, which I will say this is a designated quiet work period, if I have to remind you in the course of 1 week to be quiet 3 times, I'm gonna have you leave the classroom space. I don't know what sort of like behavioral stuff the larger school will want to trigger according to that, but that's what I'm gonna say. And I'm really interested in pushing the support system thing because it's like demonstrating need. It's like, hey, it's ridiculous that we haven't made certain hires, or it's ridiculous that we don't have certain structures in place here.
That could be one of the things you're right about.
It goes to the equity and funding thing, which I've kind of pointed to that I'm harping on a bit here because honestly, there is more need in terms of academic support in the Hardwick community than there is in other communities, but that need is not being met with funding. So, I think this has been a really good class. I kind of want to turn it off and thank you all, and then write up a Schoology assignment that you can see and move from there.
Cover your door or whatever with like middle school repellent.
Repellent.
I need y'all to stay in here for another 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for filming, someone.
No problem.